Say a general rule of thumb for winterizing would be a service, do oil change, check all your fluids. That's kind of just an overall general thing. Get rid of the oil you used all summer, so that way you're ready for it. Along with that oil change, we would check the air filter, we would check tire pressures, all that. Of course, we make sure hoses are good, make sure the belts aren't frayed, because of course cold weather always puts out a lot more harshness on all the parts, because the cold weather just hard on everything. We like to make sure that your car's running good, so if you have a check engine light on, that'd probably be a good time to think about getting that checked to see if it's something that's going to affect the runnability when it gets cold. Another good thing that we would do for wintertime, we check the battery.
What do you check on the battery?
Well, what we do is we check for the posts, see how clean they are. Possibly clean them if they look corroded. Then we do an actual check. You have a machine to see how many cranking amps is left in the battery. If it's going to show a sign that when it gets cold you'll be, stranded. Third thing we like to do would be check antifreeze. See if it is up to par for freezing in the radiator.
Oh.
So then you suck up the antifreeze, and then that way you can see, like as with this one, it's good to 35 below, which would be a 50-50 mix. For our customers, another thing we do is, along with the service, or if they wanted a winter check, we'll look at the tires, make sure that the tread looks proper for sliding around. You don't always necessarily need a winter tire, but to get a tire with proper tread would be the first step. Yes, there is. If you stick a penny upside down, if you see Abe's full head, then that's a general rule of thumb that you're about to end of its life. Yeah. A lot of the time I see a lot of neglect with wipers and a lot of neglect with blower fans that don't work. People spraying de-icer on windshields in the morning and scraping them and see if they can make it across town. A lot of unsafe stuff that the little bit it costs to fix the heater is so much better than an accident or injuries to anybody. So you want to make sure you don't have any tears on the edges where the rubber's starting to hang off, but then it streaks. But this is where we'll check to make sure, as it's running, of course, how hot the air outlet is. Well, we're looking to see how hot it can get out of the vent temp. So it'll probably be, 150 would be a pretty good start for temp. Well, things to do at home or while you're driving is, make sure the temperature gauge is going to the proper spot. Make sure that you don't see any, leaks underneath the vehicle if you have a garage and such. Check your fluids regularly.